The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Ball carried by number 37 of 6. And the Vikings
back to throw now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And it's out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this one's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And first.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. They're going to look to throw. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The first carry now. This is Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Vikings.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Packers' 20.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Hill on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 21 yards away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Offense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second down at the 33-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And the Vikings...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
on play action, they'll throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 11 yards.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
At the 33-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 89.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down at the Vikings.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Williams will try again, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 14 on the play. And it's third down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to him.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. First and 10 as they start this drive. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this sack. It's 2nd and 20. On the counter, here's Williams. Big hold of the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
47-yard
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this down to Williams, and they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Vikings 7.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Vikings.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Is the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Touchdown, Vikings!
Touchdown.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good.
The field goal, and this is back down to a 7-point game. The score, Packers 24, Vikings 17.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The return man is Hill. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to number 41.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
The pass.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
And a timeout coming in. This will look 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside.
That's good.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.